What's going on, everybody? It's our Mike, and it is time for a new video. This is something I've been waiting for it to drop in price for a while, and I want to get into it with you guys. But first, we will check out an old thing that leads into a new thing. So let's get started. First, we have here is my Anker Power Port 4 travel charger. Now, this travel charger has been one of my go-to chargers for when we're on trips and for when I have just been at home. There's one charger that I generally just plug right in to my power strip there and charge all my devices. And nowadays, since I don't have a tablet, I basically use my Microsoft for my tablet for doing all my stuff. The only things I need to charge nowadays is my phone and my watch, and that's really it. So I kind of don't have a need for a 4-port. Now this Anker charger here actually only does 40 watts total power wise at 5 volts and 8 amps. So yeah, 5 volts, 8 amps, and it does not support quick charge 3.0 or Qualcomm quick charging for that matter. It does support a small form of quick, some type of fast charging, but it is not Qualcomm's setup. So unfortunately, and then on the bottom here, it's pretty glossy, we won't really be able to read it all, but it would say, if you could read it, because of how shiny that is, it would say power port, the model information, and the input. So we are looking at 100 to 240 volts, 11 amps at 50 to 60 hertz, and then the input, and then the output would be 5 volts at 8 amps or 2.4 amps max. I believe that's for each. Yeah, so for each port. But yeah, it has been a good charger, but it is time to move on to something else. And the next charger I wanted to show off is basically going to replace this, and I'll still keep this. I'll still use this for traveling. That way I don't overjuice devices and things can charge slowly in the evening hour. But time to look at something new. And our replacement for this will be inside this here good old Amazon package. And this is something that I bought myself. This is not something that had been sent to me. This is not a review item. This is something I purchased with my own money. So there's my normal disclaimer there. And obviously, if it was something that had been sent, I would totally tell you guys, because I'm honest like that. Let's see if we can get this open here. Take too long on these. Alright, so got cracked on open, and we have a new charger. This is by Allmaybe. This is a quick charge leisure life. So quick charge leisure life, Allmaybe quick charge 3.0 wall charger. And this is one that used to run like about 30 bucks back in the day when it was brand new. And over the years it has dropped in price. Now this charger is only a 2-port, so like I said, I only need 2 ports to charge my devices. I don't need 3 or 4 anymore. And with my Pixel 3 XL, I actually wirelessly charge it, which of course is slower, and that's fine because I don't want to destroy my battery. So this Allmaybe charger has something unique to it. I will show you. Obviously there's no other writing, no other information around the box, just Shenzhen Allmaybi Electronics, the website, telephone number, service, and follow them on Facebook. And that is it. That is that simple packaging. So inside our packaging here, we have our information. So we have our model, power, so 36 watt. So input and then output QC 3.0, so quick charge 3.0, 3.6 volts, 6.5, and 9 volts, 9 to 12 volts. So operation temperatures, the dimensions, and the weight. Obviously the rest of this is the little manual. So we have here full refund guaranteed for any reason within 7 days after successful delivery, and then 12 months free repair. So pretty cool warranty card. And here is the charger. Obviously smaller compared to this, but again, 4 ports, 2 ports. Nice little tab they put on this. Pop it on out. So obviously kind of cool cut angles to it, your standard angle, flip out power port, very nice. And then on the front here, quick charge 3.0 for both of them, and a button. That button is for this. This is a LCD display on the top, so this way you can actually see how much juice is going into your devices. That is what I like about this. This used to be about a $30 charger. Like I said, now it is down to like less than 15 bucks. You guys can find this online. So I think that is pretty awesome. Let me see if we can get this in focus here. So on the bottom side, we have US LCD, USB, wall charger, model info, obviously our voltage, input voltage, quick charge 3.0, and output. So all the output information and all the proper regulations. It has been checked and certified, so it is good. And that is why we have this power strip here in the background, because we are going to plug it in and show it off. So let me get some things cleaned up and we will get started. Okay, so I have a few things ready for us to test. Obviously we have our charger, and first thing we're going to do is peel off this plastic cover. There's our shrink wrap sound for now. Obviously this looks pretty nice and clean. Let's go ahead and get that plugged in. Now, as for me being able to show you all this, I'm probably not going to. Let me see here. Get this pulled a little closer. I doubt we'll be able to get it on camera. Possibility. Put it in there. See what it's showing me. So it is giving me a readout. Let me see if I can reposition the camera. Alright, so I was able to reposition the camera and angle this up enough to where you can see it says USB 1, 5.24 volts, amps is nothing, and then amp hours is nothing at the moment because we don't have anything plugged in. And you can move between each port, so you port 1 and port 2, and obviously nothing's plugged in. So let's go on ahead and plug something in just to see how this works. First thing we will plug in is my charger here for my TicWatch Pro, and obviously it does not need quick charge 3.0 to juice it, but just to check out how it does and how much juice it actually sends over, let me take this off. We will now put my watch on the charger, make sure it's in view for you all to see. So that is charging. There's our charging on the watch, and we can see how much ampage is going into the watch. So under a fifth of an amp is going into the watch. So just showing us what it's doing. So that is pretty cool for the watch. I like it. Now let's look at something else. Alright, and here's how we're going to test my Pixel 3 XL. We're going to pull that out, and we're going to use a cable that is a USB 3.1 cable, and we'll plug it into Pixel 3 XL here and see what kind of charging we get. Alright, so on my 3XL, you might not be able to see it, but it does say it is at 67% and it is charging. It does not say it is slow charging, but it is not fast charging either, because Pixel's kind of charged at a different voltage rate than other devices. We can see here on the USB 2-port we are using. We are charging at 1.45 amps, 1.43 amps, so obviously not fast charging for this. Another charging cable I want to compare it to is an actual Anchor charging cable here. And this Anchor is I believe this is only a USB or a quick charge 2.0 charging cable. So being that this is 3.0, obviously it is backwards compatible, so it should be able to do quick charge 2.0. So let's see, notice a difference in charging speed. Alright, so we are charging again, and for a second we did see it bump to 2 amps, and obviously this actually is charging a little quicker. We're going right around, yep, charging rapidly. Make that out, put that within view. If you guys can, ladies and gents, can read that, it does say it is charging rapidly, hardwired like that. So it is, this charger does hit and give it the ability to charge rapidly using a 2.0 cable that is USB-A to C, so that's good. Another way I want to try that, let me unplug this, go back to 0. What we will try next is we're going to use this C section and connect it to where my stand, because like I said, I charge via the Pixel stand generally. Let's connect that C to our port here on the bottom. And yes, I've not taken this off because I like to keep it nice and clean. That gum rubber that they put on the bottom of these Pixel stands looks good, but once it gets nasty, it gets nasty. So let's go ahead and connect that up. So pull that flap out. Connect that in there. Which we're good. Set that in view. And we will connect into our power brick. Let's see what it says. And it says 0 at the moment, nothing is up and going. It does show that there is an amp hour going at the bottom here. Looks like 2. Let's put the Pixel on the stand. Let's see if we get anything. Alright, so I was going to try using the Pixel stand, but we are getting an orange light on it, and that means there is not a good, strong enough connection. So that means Pixel stand does not like to play with this charger. So let's go back to the cable itself, just to confirm again that we had rapid charging, and this time we'll bring it up to where y'all can see it. Plug her in. Charging slowly at first. Let's see if it changes to charging rapidly. Alright, so it must be some fluke with my charging cables, because I cannot seem to get that to pop back up and show that it is rapid charging again. I'm pretty sure the brick should be able to do that, but obviously you gotta have the right cable for it. Going back to my original Pixel stand with its original block and cable, obviously we should be able to bring back up rapid charging. Charging wirelessly. And then if we did not use the stand, so we go back to unplugging it and plug in the cable directly to the 3XL, we should charge rapidly. Yes, charging rapidly. So no issue there. So the phone can do rapid charging with the proper cable and block. Now let's check out something else. So another device I want to try this charger on is my Surface Pro 7 here. and we will go ahead and plug in our higher rated cable first to the USB-C port. Let's see what we get. And it says PC isn't charging. Recommend using charging cable directly plug in. Okay, so that's a first. Because normally I do get some charge. So that one won't work. And it might be an issue with the cable. So let's try our first port with this cable. Let's see how that does. See if we get the same warning or if it actually juices. And PC isn't charging on that one either. So maybe this might not work for the Surface Pro 3 or Surface Pro 7, not a 3. Yeah, normally I haven't had an issue like that before. Let's try something else. Okay, so that is quite interesting. Using the Pixel 3 XL charging brick, USB-C to USB-C, plugged into my Surface Pro 7, obviously we're getting charge. So let's zoom in there and I'll show y'all. So those two power bricks did not work the way I wanted them to. That was one thing I was hoping for. So obviously the Surface does not use any type of Qualcomm charging, but it does take some type of 7 watts charging, because I think that's what the Pixel 3s take for their rapid charge, is a 7-watt charge. So obviously it is working on USB-C to the Pixel stand's power brick. Seems to give it juice. It's kind of odd to me, but anyway, that was one thing I was hoping for, was that I could use that charging brick, the new one, for the Surface Book, and obviously that's not working. But anyway, that'll be about it for this video. If you all liked the video and you're interested in that charging brick, I will link it in the video description below. I hope you all have a great afternoon, and I will chat with y'all in another video.